Hi everyone, Jane here at Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now you are looking at the brand new 2017 Tundra 1794 edition. Now this beautiful truck is in Alpine White, however it does come available in a variety of colors, which I will list in the description below. But what I'm going to do for you right now is give you a quick little walk around the exterior, show you as many features as I possibly can, and then I'm going to bring you inside. Now keep in mind throughout this video that if I miss a piece of information, or if you would just like to know more about this vehicle, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, or get a hold of our dealership, as we have many employees here who would be more than willing to answer those questions for you. So starting at the front here, we have this beautiful chrome grille. Now it does differentiate a little bit to what you would see on our platinum version of the Tundra, as the 1794 edition is just a little bit snazzier. Our lights are projector style halogen headlights, and we also have integrated fog lights. On the sides we have 20-inch alloy wheels. You have your 1794 edition Tundra badge right up front there. We have chrome door handles as well as chrome mirrors. The fuel cap will be on the driver's side of the vehicle. On the rear here, our tailgate is an easy lift and lower tailgate, which I will go more into detail when I do the cargo component of this video. There's also Tundra stamped right into that tailgate as well. Now our suspension for this truck, our rear suspension is a live axle multi-leaf spring suspension. It does have staggered outboard mounted gas-filled shock absorbers. And our front suspension is a high mounted independent coil spring suspension. It does have a double wishbone, a stabilizer bar, as well as gas-filled shock absorbers. So pretty awesome suspension. This truck can almost go anywhere you could imagine. So there you have it, the exterior of the 2017 1794 edition Tundra. Let's bring you inside. So just before I bring you inside of this gorgeous truck, I would just like to point out that it does have keyless entry. So simply click the unlock button on your key fob, and that is what's going to allow you right into the vehicle. On our driver's side door here, you have your controls for your power windows as well as your power locks. And as you can see, both of your front windows will go automatically up and down. We also do have our driver seat memory system in this vehicle, which is an absolutely fantastic feature to have, especially if you have more than one driver. Not only does this memorize your seat position, but it also does your side view mirror as well as your steering wheel. So absolutely fantastic function. Just underneath that, we have a couple spots for bottle storage as well as some regular storage in the driver's door. One more thing to point out before I bring you completely inside is the fact that we do have an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. So we do have your length adjustment as well as your lumbar adjustment, and it is all power operated. Now, not only do I think that this is a great convenience feature, I also feel as though it's a great safety feature, especially when you want to adjust your seat when you're already on the road. But let's bring you inside here. On the left-hand side of our steering wheel, we have our side view mirror controls. It's very simple to use. Either click it to the left or the right side position. Use your arrows to adjust them. And this button here is actually our power folding mirrors, which is a great feature to have, especially if you're someone who parks in, say, a tight parking space at work or lives in the city. Just click that one time and those mirrors will fold in. We have our interior light control here, so you do have the option of having it on, off, or you have the door option. This here is our manual headlight leveling system. So I don't know if you've ever been driving a pickup that's had a really heavy cargo, and it's kind of like pulling the back of the truck down and the lights kind of tend to go in other drivers' eyes. Well, this is what's going to stop that. You can actually adjust where those lights are pointing and keep everybody on the road nice and safe. Our cargo light works the same as our interior light, so you do have your on option, your off option, or your door. We do have a blind spot monitor system in this vehicle, which you will find on both of our side view mirrors. It's also paired with our rear cross traffic alert, so there's little symbols that will both beep and flash if somebody is either crossing behind you and or in your blind spot. This here is pretty cool. Very simple, but very cool. So I'm going to turn my camera around here, and while I push that button, you can see that our back window is one solid piece of glass, and it does go down. So pretty awesome. Nothing beats fresh air and sunlight. Just underneath that, you can pop your hood by pulling that little lever, and your emergency brake is going to be a pedal brake. On our steering wheel, which does have a bit of leather as well as your wood grain trim, it is a power adjustable steering wheel. It is tilt and telescopic adjustable, and again does work with our memory system. On the right hand side of it here, you have all of these arrows you select in your back, which is going to be for your entertainment system as well as your mode, and we do have your volume up and down. Over here, just in this black box, you have your pickup and your hang up for Bluetooth, as well as your voice recognition, which works absolute wonders. Just underneath that, our display button is for your multi-information display, which you can see right there in the center of your dash. So simply by clicking through it, you can see all the different settings. Now to the right of our steering wheel, we have even more controls. So we do have our parking sonars, which you can turn on and off. We have our traction control, our tow haul mode, and we have our built-in brake output, which I think is pretty awesome. But enough about that, let's talk a little about entertainment. In the center here, we do have a 7-inch touchscreen display. It does come integrated with AM, FM, XM, a CD player, Bluetooth, USB input, auxiliary input, as well as navigation system and a backup camera. So there's tons and tons and tons of good stuff in here. To get your home button, just click that home button right there. That's what's going to bring you up to your try screen, and you can change what these are. To open your navigation, just touch it once. It will open to full screen. And as I did mention, your voice recognition works really well, so I think that's another great safety tool, as it does keep your hands on the wheel as much as possible. Now I'm going to quickly throw it into reverse for you as well, so you can see how clear that picture is. You can see the dealership behind us there. Yet another wonderful safety tool. Just underneath all of that, we do have dual air control in this vehicle. So you can change the temperature from the driver's side to the passenger side, which I think is great, especially for longer car rides. Now these 4 buttons right here, these ones might be familiar, but this might look a little new to you. So this is our heated as well as ventilated front seats. So in the winter, you can warm them up, and in the summer, you can cool them down, which I think is fantastic. I'm actually very jealous that my car does not have this function. Just underneath that, we have our USB input as well as our auxiliary input just here. And we do have 2 big power outlets, so you can feel free to charge your devices at the same time. We do have our drive control here, so we do have 2-wheel drive as well as 4 high and 4 low. We have 3 cup holders down the center, as well as our transmission is an automatic transmission. It can flip over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to do gear changes yourself. Fantastic thing to have, especially when you're towing things around. I've said fantastic a lot throughout this video, so I'm going to try and stop that now. We do have a wood grain shift knob as well. Our center console here is our redwood leather again. It does have 1794 right on it there, and it is massive. We have a little organizational component at the top as well as an insert right here, but it is removable. And underneath, as you can see, we are given tons of space, and we have a power outlet in there as well. As for our seats are a beautiful leather bucket seat. They're super wide and super comfortable. They are done in our redwood leather, and we do have a bit of suede on them as well. Now, as I mentioned, they are heated as well as ventilated, and both of them are power adjustable. So again, your driver's seat is a 10-way power adjustable, and your passenger seat is going to be a 4-way power passenger seat. Just up top here, we have our power moonroof. Again, nothing beats fresh air and sunlight. Your controls for that are going to be just up here, as well as our sunglass holder with a little cushy pad on the inside so that they don't get scratched. And to top it all off, we have an auto-dimming rear view mirror. It does have garage door openers built right into the bottom of it, as well as a compass in the top right corner. So there you have it, my friends, the front seat of the 2017 1794 edition Tundra. Alrighty, my friends, so now that you've seen the front seat of the Tundra, let's show you the rear. Because this is a Crewmax vehicle, this back door is massive. It's almost bigger than the front door. Now, as you can see, we have continued that redwood leather into the rear of the vehicle, as well as your wood grain trim. We do have the ability of opening and closing our own windows, and of course we have our door handle here with our own lock, and we have a little speaker. At the bottom of the door, we do have spots for bottle storage as well as regular storage. Bringing you completely inside here, we do have contoured front seat backs in this vehicle, so there's a bit of a curve to the seat, which just allows for a little more leg room from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. We also have our seat back pockets in both our driver as well as our passenger side seat. We do have, again, bottle holders in both the doors. And if you only have 2 or 1 person back here, you can flip this center seat down. It does give you access to 2 more cup holders as well as an armrest. Now, if you want to charge your devices, we have our very own power outlet located back here, so no need to run cords to the front of the vehicle. And if you do have something that you would like to keep out of the elements and preferably not in the bed of the truck, we have allowed for a little more storage space when these seats are folded up, and it does do that on both sides. So there you have it, the rear seat of the 1794. Alrighty, so I have mentioned before that our tailgate is an easy lift and lower tailgate. I am going to show you what I mean by that. So simply by pulling that up once, that tailgate is not going to slam down, and that is thanks to a hydraulic system that we have added, and it saves the lives of your suspension cords, which I do find is a big problem in other pickups. Now, our box on this truck is a 5.5 foot box, and we do have a spray-in bed liner, so it is super durable. Across the top, we do have our bed rail system that does go all the way around the box, and these cleats are removable, so you can change the position of them to make sure that everything is nicely, safely stowed. Now, on top of that, we do have 4 permanent anchors on all 4 corners, and for towing, lift that back up, we do have our 7-pin as well as our 4-pin connector, as well as our hitch there. So everything is nicely put together in the cargo area of the Tundra. Alrighty, so now that you've seen all of the amazing features that this truck has to offer, let's talk a little more about the power. Under the hood here, we are looking at a 5.7 liter V8 engine. It does have 32 valves as well as dual variable valve timing with intelligence. Now this engine gives us so much power, I almost don't know what to do with it. We have 9,480 pounds of towing as well as an 1,180 pound payload, 381 horsepower as well as 401 pound-feet of torque. So absolutely unbelievable amount of power. But on top of all of that, it is still fuel efficient. You're looking at approximately 16.2 liters for 100 kilometers on the road. So there you have it, my friends, the incredible 1794 edition Tundra. Not only is it powerful, so powerful in fact it has towed the space shuttle, but it also is fuel efficient, packed full of amazing safety features as well as entertainment features, and it's aesthetically gorgeous. So there you have it. It was my absolute pleasure introducing you to this truck, and if you do like what you're watching, go check out our YouTube channel because we have tons of videos of all the cars, trucks, as well as SUVs that we have here on the lot, plus some extras. So don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Have a great one, guys.